Do you ever feel completely drained or frustrated or triggered after dealing with difficult people? They somehow just seem to pull you back into reaction to stress or anger or frustration. Maybe it's that one person that is at work, or maybe it's a particular family member or someone, a friend, or someone you deeply love who just kind of challenges your inner peace or frustrates you or stresses you out. And it may even leave you wondering, why can't I stay calm in this situation with this person? Why do I keep getting pulled into their stress or into their reaction, and then I'm reacting? Why do I feel like I keep getting pulled out of presence or peace of mind? If this resonates with you, you're not alone. In this video, I'm going to show you exactly how to stay calm and centered, even around the most challenging people in your life. And by the end of this video, you'll have a simple practice you can start using today that will help you turn every difficult interaction into an opportunity to deepen your spiritual practice. So I invite you now just to take a deep breath, and let's get into today's video. When it comes to spirituality, there are a lot of practices that you can do. I am a fan of meditation. I practice meditation daily, and what I've learned is that it's pretty easy to sit in a room by yourself with the door closed, with no distractions, no other people, and just to simply be and practice your breathing and following your breath. It's a beautiful spiritual practice, but what about when we go into the real world? When we have to go and we need to face people, and what we really have to learn is how can we deal with life's challenges, and how can we bring the essence of meditation, which is basically presence, remaining focused on the present moment, into these challenging situations. You see, staying present when you're meditating is pretty easy, but when we have to deal with that particular person at work or a certain family member or whomever it may be, that's when things can be a little challenging. Luckily, there's a deeper truth I personally discovered and I have put into practice. What I've learned is that it's not the other person that's pulling me out of peace. It's really my own reaction to them. It's how I'm reacting to what they're saying or the situation. And this is where your real power lies. It's not in changing the other person or changing their views or their opinions, but in shifting your attention. When we deal with difficult people, what we're really encountering is their own stuff, their own unconsciousness, their own pain, their own inner conflict, and so on. Maybe they're speaking harshly towards you, maybe they're acting selfishly, or they're trying to control something or some situation. But underneath all of that is someone really kind of suffering and trapped in their own stuff and their own unconsciousness that they're projecting onto you. And Eckhart Tolle refers to this as the pain body. And when we react to someone, when we tense up or we get angry, we get mad, or we judge them or whatever, we get pulled into that same kind of unconsciousness that they're experiencing. We get trapped in the ego's game of right and wrong, of blame and defense, of trying to boost yourself up or trying to make yourself right and the other person wrong. All of that sort of stuff. But presence is different. Practicing presence allows you to feel the trigger, but not to become it, not to allow yourself to get swept into their unconsciousness. It allows you to stay rooted in your own peace, even when someone else is in chaos. And this isn't about tolerating abuse or pretending to be spiritual while someone mistreats you. It's about responding from a place of presence, from awareness, rather than reacting from your own ego. So let me share with you the practice that has helped me the most, and it's incredibly simple but powerful. The next time you find yourself in a difficult situation like this or someone triggers you, remember to stay rooted within the body. Instead of reacting to them with your mind and you're staying up here, you're bringing yourself into the body, and you're using your body in conversation. Because when we're too stuck in our head, when we start to get angry or frustrated, we're losing touch with presence. We're getting into the ego there and trying to be right, or blaming them, or making ourselves right, whatever it may be. We need to bring ourselves into the body, and this allows us to kind of cut that, our reaction or their reaction to us. So we want to stay here in the body. We want to feel the sensation in our hands. We want to put our awareness in our feet that are, maybe we're standing on the floor or whatever. Practice this inner body awareness. Practice bringing your attention out of your mind, out of the racing thoughts, out of the frustration and the anger, and anchor yourself in the now by practicing inner body awareness. And what you'll find is that you're not going to say something you regret if you stay rooted there, and you'll actually, the response you give will be more intuitive. It'll be more intelligent, and it'll be from a place of non-ego rather than ego, and rather than reacting to them and trying to prove them wrong. And what happens is that the more calm you stay, the more in presence you stay, the faster this argument is going to dissipate, and you'll find that the other person will almost become calmer too. It's when you start reacting to them and they react back, and then this is back and forth thing. But if you cut that cord and you just remain here, the likelihood of this conversation, bleeding out for like having it be longer than what it needs to be it's not really going to happen. Even if it does, at least you're staying present and not reacting to them. So while someone is speaking to you, feel your inner body. Stay connected to that stillness inside of you, and it will protect you from really getting pulled into their unconsciousness. So here's really a shift that can really change everything for you. Think of it this way. What if every difficult person in your life isn't your enemy? What if they're actually your spiritual teacher? And this is where spirituality can really unfold in your life, when you start to see that these difficult situations are actually opportunities to deepen presence and your spiritual practice. This will give you the opportunity to practice presence under pressure and in the real situation. Anyone can, again, feel peaceful while sitting in meditation, but true awakening happens when we stay present while facing a challenge, while being triggered, while standing in the fire, and remaining still inside. So the next time someone triggers you, instead of seeing it as a failure, see it as your spiritual practice. Make these difficult people your spiritual practice in your life. It's really an invitation to go deeper. It's an opportunity to strengthen the presence within. And the more you do this, the more you practice this, the stronger your inner peace becomes, until no one, no matter how difficult, can take this away from you. You'll be so rooted in presence because you've practiced it so much that you're no longer going to argue with people or try to prove them wrong or get frustrated and angry with them and get pulled into their unconsciousness. Rather, you're going to be that person who is strong in who they are, who is rooted in something deeper beyond the person, and is in touch with presence within themselves. And from that place, wisdom, intuition, just the right response will come. And what will be needed will be said from you and nothing more. And that will help both people involved, because they will also start to simmer down a little bit too. So if this teaching resonated with you and you'd like to go deeper into living from presence, even in your hardest moments, I invite you to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Every week I share practical teachings, and I'm going to be coming up with some guided meditations too in the future, and other spiritual practices to help you anchor in peace and stay in the now. And remember, every difficult person is not here to defeat you. They're here to deepen you. Stay present, stay free, and I'll see you in the next video.